Good morning. Wow, that was like a record. Why can't I click on them? Oh, there's two. There's one. My phone is not playing ball. There's two. That's a good start. Hi, Oggy. How you doing? Just had two fame bots as soon as I started the stream. Weird. It's a shame for them. I bet they never get anyone do it. Oh no, yeah. And look who's joined. How you doing? Oh, my bottle's dripping. It's not good. Although now I've got wet hands. That's what trousers are for. Trude. Right. Rushing around as per. What are you up to? Anything exciting? Good. Right. I'll do another 10. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I was downstairs earlier and I thought to myself, probably should do some housework today. I haven't done any all week. Probably should do something. I went, nah, on the dots. How you doing, Ali? Hello, Sarah. How you doing? Had to do some monitor swapping. Okay. What is going on with my fringe? It's all curled. I've just dried my hair really quickly. Hi, Nikki. How you doing? Yeah, my fringe has gone a bit crazy. Didn't dry it properly, that's why. Just blasted it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Starting with the dirty case to get them out the way. I've been saying it's curly fringe aside. Yeah, I'm right. I just caught a sight of myself. Whee! I should dry it properly, shouldn't I? Do my rainbow with black background Darth Vader diamond art. Nice. Sounds cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nothing very exciting, but I'm alright. I was having a look earlier to change the background music. And because I thought, a bit of variety. And I downloaded them from YouTube before this bloke. Royalty free music, is what he does. And I just had a look, and you can't download them anymore without properly signing up for something or other. You think, can't be bothered then. So I tried. I nearly had some nice relaxing piano music for you to listen to, but maybe I will sign up for it. But it was just like, oh, that's so much effort for right now. I just wanted to quickly download something and put it on. No. Quite rude. Right, move this over a bit actually. Start this side. Right, get set. Need to change my start music. Twitch has started muting it. Ooh. To be fair, the only time I have any music, there's no blues music on. Where's that gone? Oh, it's there. Yeah, I only have this background music on. Our start music is Mook, so you don't have to worry about that. Crafty, how you doing? Right, I need to stop leaning over. I need to sit up straight, not be a wonky donkey for these K's. Right, Yeah, not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop it. That one. I was just saying I was having a look for some different background music, but you can't download from the bloke that I did before without like signing up for an account, and you ain't got to pay for it, but I think, oh, can't be bothered with all that. You only get a million emails you don't want. I mean, you can't blame him really, but it's just want something nice and chill. Yeah, it's not. Oh. I like the background music. I woke up with my head this morning. I think that means I've been streaming too much and you've been watching too much. But yeah, there was one on there. It was about 2 hours long, all different piano music. I thought that might be nice because it'll all be different. It won't be the same thing over and over again. But yeah, couldn't get it. Well, I could, but you know what I mean. No, I haven't actually. Could you put something on Discord about that? Because I'll forget if I don't make a note of it, or just message me Stream Beats or something, just so I remember. Because yeah, I would like. I was thinking that I've said it before. I was thinking I might do a channel points thing to change the background music or something, and have all different ones to choose from. Thank you. All different ones to choose from, just so it's not the same every time. Because we've got the game show music, which we had when we did a quiz, which I think you'd get sick of after a while, wouldn't you? There was another one. Actually, hang on. If I can do it without totally messing the stream up. Where have the where have the folders gone? Oh, I've been messing with things, haven't I? What would it be under? Documents, maybe? Music, possibly. Nope. Videos. No. Where did I save it? Downloads. Possibly. Well, there's a goat scream. The screaming sheep that never got used. Hang on. I can... let me add it. So a bit of live admin. It's... media source. There is a different one I can offer you if I just put it on here. Actually, I'll turn that off. Oh, won't let me do it. Hang on. You may get 2 bits of music at one time. Downloads, where was it? Don't really want a screaming sheep over and over again. Right, that one. Loop it. Yeah, you may get 2 lots of music for a second. Oh, that's loud, sorry. I can't remember what that sounds like. You can have that one if you want. I couldn't tell you what it is. Sorry, I probably blasted you out. I feel like dancing a salsa. So, yeah. Perhaps have some votes in the chat. Beach or blues. Blues is the one I had before. This is beach. I don't know how to do a poll. Just write the words. Is this going to get annoying after a while? Is it one of those? because I want it's a nice background, but if this is not very backgroundy, is it going to get on your nerves after a while? I couldn't care less I can't hear it, so don't think you're going to offend me by saying this is horrible, turn it off. Samba Beach one would go nice with the mask. This is very nice. I feel like dancing. Okay. Feel free. Well, a bit of variety, you know. We can always swap back later. Let's keep salsa for a while. Fine. Happy to swap back. I say you won't offend me if you tell me that you hate it, because I didn't write it. I can't hear it. I don't care. A nice bit of variety. It's the spice of life, don't you know? Yeah, I'll perhaps have a look for some different music, and then have all different ones, and then channel points thing to choose to change the music. And oh, lovely, thank you. I will have a look later. Gone quite far over there. I didn't mean to go that far. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of variety, especially if I stream like every day. I need to spend some channel points, got thousands of them. See, we've been struggling with that lately, but well, in general, because we don't really know what. It's like, what do you put for channel points? There's nothing good, and it's all well and good having wear a hat. I hate wearing a hat. The Daz Capital, can't really read them out on a daytime stream, so it's a bit, you know. I mean, you could have things like change the stream title, but it's a bit lame, isn't it? You know, I wanted something to be half decent, but what? We can never think of anything. What can you get for 30,000 points? I don't know. And that's the problem. And the thing is as well, if I did something like, I don't know, a cross-stitch keyring, or, you know, something along them lines, I don't know, people would do it, because even if you did it for like 10,000 points, people have got so many points because they haven't been able to spend them on anything. It's like, I don't think I could keep up with it. But yeah, I don't really know, because you want it to be something half decent, but you also don't want it to be expensive or anything, because obviously it's just points. Yeah, not sure, because the trouble is as well, most of our streams are me in the week as well, so things like anything that's going to involve swearing or any adult content of any kind, you can't really do that. The hat thing was very much Gav's idea because he loves hats. I hate wearing them, so it's like, yeah, that's a bit of a want to get rid of that. But then we've got so many hats. Gav has got so many hats. It feels like we've actually got something to do with them. To be fair, we've been doing sort of Sunday afternoon or late morning, but to be fair, he hasn't been around that much. He's been having a bit of a rubbish time at work lately, and working away, he's just knackered all the time, and so he hasn't really been around that much anyway. But yeah, Yeah, he's having a bit of a... He's alright, don't get me wrong, he's alright. But he's having a bit of a... sort of time at the minute. Work is being ruder than normal. But he's alright though. But he's off... Well, we're off this weekend, but we're going to SJ's. But the following weekend, we're having Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So we'll probably do some streaming then. The trouble is, if Gav's around and you've got your little one around, they don't really go together when it comes to streams. He tries. Didn't know what to do with my channel points, but I set up the gift sounds. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Because you think, like, let's be fair, apart from the modifying the emote, the standard ones are pretty lame, aren't they, really? Let's be fair. But you want them to be half decent for there to be a point to doing them. But, you know, I don't want to be saying, oh yeah, 10,000 points and I'll do a cross stitch that will take me hours, and or something, you know, will send you a present that you've paid for. You know, it's a bit, do we want to pay for lots of things? And because it's just channel points. And yeah, but then if you only do things when people pay for things, it feels a bit like, well, I only like you because you give me money. And it's just, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? I mean, I did think of doing something like make a crafting request, like make a request for my next project kind of idea. But the trouble is, it's got to be something that I've actually got a chance of doing. Like, I mean, we're talking probably cross stitch or beads. Yeah, because jigsaw, you can't really request... Well, you can request which one I do next, I suppose. Yeah, that's true. I haven't done it because I've got 3. So, that's the only reason. And there's one up there with your blue badge with you on it, and your red badge with Sherlock on it, and your bottle opener above it. So we've got 3 now, so that's why I haven't redeemed it. But it's difficult, because, yeah, you just want it to be a bit of fun, don't you? But it's hard to think of anything, because, I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm not, you know, but no one ever redeems any of our points, so the rewards must be a bit rubbish. So it's like, the only one that ever gets done is Jay making me wear that damn Russian hat that I don't even know where it is. But yeah, it is difficult. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas of something that, you know, if there's anything that you would like on there, because obviously you're the ones that redeem them, or anything that's, you know, it is difficult. I might make I don't know, some kind of rude magnet or something, because I've got loads of magnets. I need to make the ones for the quizzes from Christmas. No, I have made them, I need to send them. But with them, it's trying to think of something different. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas for channel points, never liked the jelly bean thing. I always felt awful if I redeemed and somebody ended up with a nasty one. Do you know the jelly bean thing? Did we do it for channel points, or was it bits, or when Gav ended up eating a handful of them because I couldn't? Why did we do? I can't remember what we had to do. It might have been bits, maybe. It was a long time ago. Oh, I'm never doing that ever again. It was horrendous. I think, I mean, the nice ones are okay, but I think I had, what did I have? It sounds like it wouldn't taste too much, but I had a bogey one. That was far worse than I ever... Oh... I can't remember what the first one was. I had a bogey one and then a dog food one. I swear to God, I was nearly sick. And I'm never sick. Never ever. And I can remember it. I was stood in a kitchen and my eyes were watering. I was nearly in tears. I wasn't like upset, but I was nearly in tears. My eyes watering because I felt that bad. And that was when Gav said, no, you're not having any more. I was like, yeah, but it's not fair. And you said, no, you're not having any more. And he proper took one for the team. And I remember he was eating sick flavour and all sorts. And rotten fish. And in the end, he said, right, I need a break from them. And he had a pile. Every time someone did whatever they had to do, I can't remember what it was now. He had a pile. And in the end, he just got the lot and just... And fair play to him. I could not have done that. And I'm never doing that ever again. It was terrible. Yeah, that's very true, Oggy. Because we had a bag of them. I think the second... But I don't know. We had a bag anyway. And all of them tasted a bit bad. And he said, well, none of them are that bad. None of them are nice, but none of them are that bad. So they all tasted the same. And it was like, well, there's not really any point doing it, is there? If they were all a bit bad, you're not going to get that, oh, that one was, I don't know, bubblegum, or, and then going, oh, what? Because they're all just kind of the same. Honestly, I was so proud of it, and I was so grateful. I couldn't do it. Like I said, I am never sick, ever. And, oh, my mouth was filling with spit and everything. It was terrible. Honestly, he proper took one for the team. And he kept burping them up later. Oh, it was awful. Them sour sweets weren't too bad. But the trouble is, if it's like... even if it's 1,000 points, people have got so many that... If you're doing it every few minutes, I mean, we had a little pile waiting, and it loses its novelty. I don't know if that's the right word. After they were terrible, and I could smell them as well. It's just awful. It smelled like dog foody sick. Just awful. Never doing that ever again. Never. That was terrible. But we got fed up with the toxic sweets. We still got them somewhere, but I think they've gone all soft and stuck together, so I'll probably bin them. But yeah, we keep trying to think of different things that are a bit fun, but we've never really settled on anything good with channel points, because we did the whole like get a compliment, get an insult. Do you know how hard it is to insult somebody nice just like that? You can't do it. Because who was it? Somebody. I can't think who it was now. Somebody that's not one of the people that winds everyone up. Just a nice person. But I can't think who it was. Wanted insulting. And it's like... Can't think of anything. Yeah, you just can't think of anything. I mean, Steve made it look so easy... I don't think it was you, Nick. Could do songs like the Lou song. Wouldn't have to do them off the top of your head, but could put them in Discord on the next stream. That's not a bad idea. Although the Lou one was quite easy because so many things rhyme with Lou. I mean, what rhymes with Sarah? Or Nick? Oh, I know what rhymes with Nick. But you know what I mean? It's yeah, Steve made it look so easy to just off the cuff think of something insulting and funny. Did he? But yeah, it's difficult. Oh, I can think of lots of things to rhyme with Nick. None of them exactly. Trick, pick, lick, No, there's a few. Oh, we've got something to work with there, haven't we? But yeah, so we've always struggled with channel points to find something that's actually worth doing. But yeah. Yeah, so if anyone has got any ideas, because the trouble is most things you can't really do, because I like to keep them family friendly. It's like changing the stream title, but you can't really change it to anything funny, and it's a bit, is anyone going to bother really? So we have tried to think of different things, but it's difficult, isn't it? You know, you like to try and make an effort to do fun things, but it's quite difficult. Could make some key rings, or not a key ring, a magnet, or I've got loads of badges, because I put a post on Discord the other week asking if people, for prizes in general, magnets or badges, and most people said magnets. So I've got a big box of badges, the plastic ones that you know that you stick a picture in, not doing anything. So perhaps could make some badges. That might be a good idea actually. Have the magnets for prizes and then badges for channel points maybe. I haven't made any badges. Oh, starting already. I need some more wax. I think that's what it is. Didn't put any on this morning. Still using yesterday's. Yeah, it's difficult though. But as I say, trying to keep things reasonably family friendly makes it even more difficult. It makes you be more creative, I suppose. I like that. I like that if you want to insult someone, you've got, or you want to, if you really want to swear but you can't, it does make you more creative. I quite like that. I do say poo a lot. I suppose I could do like, you know, people do request a game. I suppose I could do like a request a cross stitch picture or something. Because unless it's something absolutely ridiculous, you know, you should be able to turn most things into a pattern, or compromise and go somewhere near. How about getting a trivia book and how to try and answer a trivia quiz question? That's not a bad idea. Well, I have to answer it, or the person that done the points has to answer it, or just read it out in general. Can you tell work is quiet for me today? Good. More time for stream watching. Excellent. That's what we want anyway. Would work better with both of you streaming one after the other. Yeah, true. Trouble is, we don't stream together a lot. Once a week. Because even the one like the Ask Me Anything, no, well, I think Lou did yesterday, but no one ever uses that because we would answer it anyway. And it's like, request a game. Well, yeah, tell us what you want us to play, and if we've got it, we'll play it, and things like that. It's like, we do that anyway. And like with the insult me one, it's like, we do that anyway, but it's off the cuff. It's not like performed because you just can't do it. See, that's the trouble. I mean, a lot of the things that other people use for channel points, we just do anyway. We're just too generous. That's what it is. Just too generous. You know, if someone suggests a game that we might like, if we've got it and we like the look of it, we'll play it. Just too generous. Tricky one. It is. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? I might make some badges though, because I've got loads of them anyway, and I need to make some more magnets anyway, so I could make badges at the same time. Probably a badge of the Rude badge or something. Well, that channel points for a random stream clip. What, to watch it? I don't know how to do things like that. I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? Tricky one. I like that. It is very difficult. I think I will do the badge thing though. Get rid of some of them. You watch, I'll do it, and no one will do it. I don't want a badge. I always struggle with badges because it's a bit like, well, where am I going to put it? At least with a magnet, you can put it on your fridge or a radiator or anything metal, or blue tack it to a bookcase. But with a badge, it's a bit, Well, where am I going to put that? Says me that's got a load of badges blue tacked to the bookcase. I've got some more to put up there actually. Yeah, I actually made a badge board to store all mine on, so I was collecting so many. Yeah. It's hard to know what to do. You know, you just want something that's not a bit rubbish. I will have a think. There might be like a book we could get, like, just thinking of Sarah's trivia idea, like interesting facts or something like that. So it's just reading something out, like an interesting fact, or you know, something like that. That might work better than trivia. I'm sure you could get a book like that. Yeah, I don't know if we've got a QI book or not. I don't think we have. I think I'm thinking of the Taskmaster book. Taskmaster. That might be worth looking into. Are you still liking the music? Is it annoying you yet? I got this music when we did the New Year's Eve stream, and it was when we had the picture of the fireworks with a very, very rude Happy New Year. And we had this in the background because it's really cheesy and we liked it. I'm still dancing in my chair. Careful, you don't want that baby to come out early. QR fact books are good as they're really bite size. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, just something a bit different. I'm getting rid of the hat one. I don't like it. Gav's got a thing about hats. Just, oh, I like that hat. Buys it, never wears it. Tell that to the false labourer I had yesterday. I bet that was a bit rude. How long have you actually got left to your due date? I know it's not long now. Three weeks? Oh, it could be any time then, couldn't it, really? So exciting. 5 days left at work. Nice. think I just flicked one. There we go. Thought so. Looking forward to seeing pictures of the newest Rude baby. Actually, it's probably the only Rude. But have there been any other babies since we started all this? You know, of our lot. I think the only one I know of is Beaver, isn't it? That was ages ago now. And that was more sort of Steve's lot rather than our lot. I don't think anyone else has they? Can't think of anyone. Need pictures of the Rude baby. Live stream the birth if you like. You know, that's okay. Oh, but yeah, I was going to say it was a good couple of years ago. Yeah, don't mind. Live stream of the birth, that's okay. Might have to check Twitch T's and C's, but I think if you keep the camera in the right place, it might be alright. If you like the Smalls birth, I don't want to be online for an hour, so oh, let's hope so. Be very exciting. Are you all ready for her? Mr. S has been given his instructions to stay firmly at the head end. I'm guessing he's fine with that. I always remember on Knocked Up, it's like, just don't look. Trust me, just don't look. I had to look. I think I'd be the same. Because I don't think I'd want to see the look on Gav's face. Not at all. We have closed, but the nursery isn't set up again, and the Smalls' new room is currently my home office, so she can't come before I finish work. I'm guessing she'll come when she's good and ready. And I think the horrified look on Gav's face would be enough to freak me out, I think. Can't hide it. Disgusting that they do after a mirror if you want to have a look. Why? I can just imagine what it would look like. No, thank you. Why? I think it would totally freak me out. Like, you know what's going on? It's like, you would know what's going on, but knowing it and seeing it are totally different. I would want to concentrate on what I'm doing rather than what everybody else is looking at. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to be worrying about what it looks like. No. 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 That's very strange. That's not for me. I was too busy with the gas and air. Yeah. No, thank you. It probably would look like something out of a horror movie. I've probably seen something similar in some of the horror films we've watched. It makes Darth Vader noises, so I was doing loads of impressions. Nice. Whatever gets you through though, isn't it, really? Why would you want to have a look? I genuinely think it would completely freak me out. Because it'd be like, it shouldn't look like that. I think it would totally freak me out. And I'd start panicking because it looked weird. It'll mean I'll need plenty of daytime students to keep me company for the next year. Can do! I've got enough dots and puzzles and crafts to keep me going for the next 5 years, so you should be alright. Two's a nice number though, isn't it? One of each as well. Complete, innit? One of each. Mr. S has a rule of no more children than you have hands. That's fair. That's quite sensible. Quite a sensible idea. If you're holding hands with two kids and the third runs at you unprotected. That's from a film. No, it's from Friends. There's 3 of them. One in each hand. There's no one to protect my area. Love it. Yeah, it's good thinking. It is. He's from Frank Jr. No, Frank Jr. Sorry. I've got no one to protect my area. There's 3, Phoebe. 3. I know. I counted them when they were coming out of my area. Don't worry me. The end result is so cute though. Little bundle of happy when it's not screaming. Send you a picture of the first Poonami. I'll look forward to it. I'll show it to Gavin. He'll probably salute and clap. Like, well done. I'm not a big curry fan anyway, so... to be fair, it'd take more than a load of poo to put me off my dinner anyway. Poo doesn't bother me. To a certain extent. I think if I was covered in it, that might... might make me change my mind. Sick, on the other hand. Can't be dealing with that. Yeah, when the poo's so bad, it's like, yeah, we'll throw this one away and get a new one. I need some more K's. Remember one of ours was pooing so much and we had to move the nappy like an ice cream cone, so we had a poo Mr. Whippy. Nice. Always goes back to poo. And Lou's not even here. Who's having what for lunch? Probably a ham sandwich. Probably a ham sandwich and a cup of soup again. Anything but curry. To be fair, I'd still have curry for lunch. Takes a lot. Takes a lot. Takes a lot to put me off my dinner. I've got quite a strong stomach. Right, I think that's all the K's from over there. I've not had a wrap for ages, actually. It's not something I think to buy. Just realised actually I haven't got anything out for me dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I don't know if I've got anything coming on my delivery that I could have tonight. I've got some bacon coming, perhaps a bacon pasta or something. It's a hangover from when I was dieting. Wraps with fewer calories than bread, and it meant I could still have a bit of chocky most days. Good idea. I love bread. One of my favourite things. I couldn't live without bread, I don't think. Oh, getting there. Fresh from the oven. Yeah. You know what the best bread is? Tiger. Either the Tiger loaf or the Tiger baguette. Same day. Yeah, Tiger loaf, yeah. Anytime I have to go to Asda to get, if I get anything that I can't get on Tesco delivery, I'll get a Tiger, probably a baguette. Oh, so nice. Love it. Tried to give it bread for Lent once, that was tough. Salt and pepper baguette. Haven't seen that one. To be fair, I haven't actually been in a supermarket for a long time, so yeah. Sometimes they're a bit chewy. I think you've got to eat them on the same day, haven't you? Is when did we? Why did we go to Asda on a Saturday morning? It was early one morning anyway. Can't remember why we went. It may have been just before Christmas when we went to pick the turkey crown up from the butcher's near Asda actually. and got a tiger baguette and cooked some sausages. Oh man, that was a good day. Oop, sticky. I think it was, when was it? Oh, it was when we went to SJ's last year for a barbecue. I couldn't tell you when. And she had, is it camembert? I always call it camembert, but it's not. It's camembert, however you say it. The cheese that's a big round and you cut the lid off and cook it and then it's all gooey. That cheese. And some French stick as well. Oh man, so good. Really was nice. Can't pick these up. So we never have things like that. We're not big cheese eaters really. So I'd never think to buy anything like that. But you know, when it's at somebody else's and you go, oh yeah, that looks nice, I'll have a bit of that. You think, oh man, it's nice. I'm very much looking forward because we're going there on Saturday, so it'll be nice. Like cheddar and halloumi, and that's about it. See, I'm not normally, I say I'm not a big cheese. I like cheese, but I would never choose a cheese sandwich. So, I was really not. I think it was the bread more than the cheese that I liked, but it was nice to dunk it in the cheese. I felt posh. Going out for carvery on Saturday. Nice. Nice. I love a carvery. It's probably my favourite meal out. Either that or like a barbecue place. Like Hickory's, that sort of. Or Bodine's, that kind of place. But a carvery. Oh man. You can't beat it. No, it'll be very much looking forward to going to SJ's on Saturday. I think it's the only time we've ever stayed in a Premier Inn, like 40 minutes from our house. But, well, we thought everyone else is. Make a weekend of it, don't you? Apparently Chris is cooking us all breakfast on the Sunday. And we'll eat it in the garden again. It's a bit of a pain we can't all go in, but it's one of them, innit? Oh, I love cooked breakfast. I think actually breakfast is probably my favourite meal of the day. I think Gav would say the same thing as well. I love every ingredient of a cooked breakfast. The only thing I don't like is fried bread or fried toast, whatever you call it. I don't like that. But then you don't get that very often. It's more if you go up north. But I don't really like that. I find it far too greasy. Which you would, wouldn't you, really? But I remember the last time we got offered that was when we went to Blackpool and stayed in a B&B. And one of the days, the rude in me would say, "You're up north already." That's very rude. Although I am north compared to you, I'm not up north. Middle. Yeah, I went to Blackpool. And one of the days, we went for dinner in the Wetherspoons and they had a beer festival. And you could get pints of, I don't know what beer it was, proper ale for like £2. Gav made the most of that. And yeah. And it got to, because we went there for dinner probably around 6ish, and it got to about 10, and we thought, yeah, we'll head back, because we tend to go out all day, don't really stay out at night time. And we had to link arms, and I had to pretty much drag him back to the B&B. It's about a 5 or 10 minute walk. It took us about 20 minutes, and he kept like I was pretty much dragging him. And the next morning he was hung over. It wasn't like really, really bad, but he was quite bad. And we had to be down for breakfast at 8:30. So you set your alarm for 8 o'clock, make yourself presentable, go down for breakfast. And it was about 8:25. I was saying, you're going to be alright going down for breakfast, because you know it's a proper greasy fry up. And so, yeah, I'll be alright. Hang on a minute. He went for a sick. He was in there a few minutes, being sick. Then come back. Obviously brushed his teeth. Come back. He's like, yeah, I'm alright now. And went down for breakfast. And because normally you have a piece of toast, fried bread. And normally I just put it straight on his plate because he likes it. And I don't like it. And I looked at him and I said, do you want my fried bread? And he just sort of went. So I did eat a piece. I couldn't eat both bits of it. It's just far too sickly. But I did eat a bit of it. And I think I ate some. Did I eat some of his toast? Just because you don't like to waste it. Someone's gone out of their way to make it. I know you paid for it, but you don't like to waste too much of it, do you? Yeah. And it took him a long time to eat that breakfast. And I was just sitting there thinking, don't puke in here. And he didn't. And he said if he could have waited another hour to have breakfast, he would have been hungry and he would have demolished it. But it was just a bit too early. And yeah, so that was the last time we had fried bread. Oh yeah, I love breakfast. Toby breakfast. Oh. Used to have to travel for work, and a cooked breakfast each morning was an excellent benefit. Yeah. Best bit of staying in a hotel, getting a greasy cooked breakfast, and you earn it by having to get up 100 times to refill the tiniest drink glasses in the world. That's true. But yeah. Bless him. See, normally, you know, if you do get a bit drunk, you know, you don't have to get up early, do you? You can just sleep it off. You know, have some water when you get up. Have a coffee in a bit. You know, just take your time and give your stomach a rest. But yeah, 8:30 to be dressed and downstairs. Oh, it's a bit. It is a bit much. But I do like a B&B. If you're just going for an overnight somewhere, I like a B&B. But I think if you're having more than sort of 2 or 3 nights away, I don't get fed up of breakfast. I love fried breakfast, but I get fed up of having to get up early and be presentable and go downstairs and sit in a silent room with other people, and you feel like you can only whisper. It's just very people-y. Gone off the idea a bit. And where did we go? Oh, it was when we went to York last time, actually, just before Steve come. I think we were there for 2 nights. 2 or 3 nights, I can't remember now. And did self-catering because there wasn't any B&Bs that were, well, they were really expensive, I think. And actually preferred it. Oh, Dado! 22 months. That's crazy. Thank you, Dado. How are you doing? Last time I remember having a traveller's brekkie, you could tell it had been kept warm for a while because my hash browns were hard. But I pressed my fork into it, it nearly shot off the plate like a bullet. Oh, where did we go? I think it was a Holiday Inn somewhere. I couldn't tell you where it was now. Maybe Chester way. Somewhere around there. And you'd have liked the breakfast, Dado. It was literally all you could have: scrambled eggs, sausages, beans, toast. It's like, if you're going to do a cooked breakfast, you do a cooked breakfast. I don't normally have sausages because they're cheap and horrible. But bacon, you know, a fried egg. But yeah, all it was, scrambled eggs, sausages and beans. That's all you could choose from. It's like, yeah, this is poo. I had... Oh, sorry, I thought the stream was going. I had scrambled eggs on toast. And you think, that's really disappointing. Because you expect a full English. But yeah, so we prefer self-caterings now. Sometimes I go to one that has bubble and squeak included. I've never had that. Is that cabbage and potato, is it? Never had that. Not a big fan of cabbage. That's not even a half English. Exactly. We were very disappointed. But yeah, we tend to go self-catering now because, first of all, you're not just living in a bedroom. Like we say, it's okay for an overnight, but if you're there for a few days, if you want to go back to... Because like I say, we go out all day, and then in the evenings we go back to, where we're staying and watch something, or, you know, if Gav might take the PlayStation or the laptop or something. But... if you're going in a B&B, you're just sitting in the bedroom. You ain't even got a chair. You're just sitting on your bed. And it's a bit... feels like you're a teenager again, just hiding in your bedroom. Had fried breakfast in Denny's once we went to the US. It came on 3 plates. I didn't eat for the rest of the day. Did you eat all 3 plates? That's the big question. And what was it? Or was it like a fry-up? Yeah, so now we book, yes, well done. We book self-catering with the idea that if you want to go out for a fry-up, you can. Nice, yes, do that. Yeah, so we do self-catering now, and we actually find it a lot better. Yeah, just hiding away in a bedroom. And actually, the last time we stayed in B&B, it was when we went to Llandudno for a few days. And that was, yeah, we went to Llandudno and then went to Chester on the way home. And that was with the holiday and with the scrambled eggs. And, yeah, that's true. Yeah, went to this B&B and, nice place, nothing wrong with it. Nice clean bedroom, you know. And the people were very friendly. The people were too friendly. And when I stay in a B&B, you want to know that someone's there. If you want to ask them anything, you want to know that they're going to be around somewhere. And when you have your breakfast, you want them to be available if you want to ask anything about the local area. But really, I just want you to ask me what I want. Give me my breakfast, maybe come over and see if I want anything else. That's about it. It's a kind of leave me alone situation, you know. And it actually became a bit of a joke that, this is going to sound horrible and I don't mean it this way, but the bloke, he was on a crutch, but I think it was either something wrong with his leg or he had one leg and he was on a crutch. That's not the issue, obviously, but any time we would open the door, like the front door, to go back in, it's like he was waiting for the door to open and he'd come rushing out to greet you. And you'd think, okay, that's okay. Well, you know, if he wants, words will come out in a minute. He's there if we want him. I thought, okay. But it was every time. And we started hearing the sort of his crutch on the floor, and you'd hear it and you'd be like, get up the stairs quick. Like I say, the crutch was not the issue, but that's the only reason I'm telling you, because you could hear and every time. And because it was quite close to the town centre, it was only like a 5-minute walk to anything, so we'd be in and out a fair bit. You know, you'd have your breakfast and then you'd go back up to your room to get properly, like if you want to shower or something. And then he'd hear you coming down the stairs and he'd come out to say bye to you. And then when you come back in, he'll come and greet you. So you go up to your room. And, you know, if you wanted to go out in the afternoon, he'd hear you come down the stairs and come out to greet you. And it's like, I'm sick of hearing. It's like, my God, go away. Just go away. And it was getting a bit much. It's like, yes, I know you're there. I appreciate that you're there if I want to ask you anything. But I don't want to ask you anything. I have the internet to look up whatever I want to do. And it becomes so bad. I mean, we're only there for like 2 or 3 nights, I think. But it had got so bad, we'd come in and not run up the stairs, but walk very quickly, like not hang about, shut the door, go, and gather to have the key ready to open our bedroom door, just so we didn't have to see this bloke. It's like, oh my God. And then, like, when you're down for breakfast, he was cooking and she was the one that was like dishing up and that and asking what people wanted. Do you want any more tea? Do you want any more toast? You think, all right, you want that, don't you? Because you think, yeah, if I want another bit of toast, it's nice to be offered one. I don't want to ask for one. And but he would keep coming in and talking to everyone all the time. And I mean, fair enough, if you're waiting for your breakfast, it's nice to say hello to somebody. But if you're eating your breakfast, I'll have a look in a sec. If you're eating your breakfast, I don't want someone talking at me. I want you to go away so I can eat my breakfast. Because I can't talk to you. I've got to swallow what I'm eating. And then I can talk to you. And then because I keep stopping, my breakfast is getting cold. It's like, dude, go away. And I think that was the last time we stayed in a B&B, actually. I think that was it. I think that was what put us off. It's like, I'll have a look at this picture, hang on. It was just like, dude, come on. Streaming chat. Oh, man. I've got to zoom in on that. Is that a gammon steak? What is that under the bacon? Oh, it's another sausage. And a massive hash brown. Oh, man. I would destroy that. If I was hungry, I'd destroy that. Oh, the chat's refreshed, so anything you've said, I can't see. Actually, yes, I can. I've got the... Let's have a look, see if you've said anything. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'd eat that. Yeah, it's like, I want people to be friendly. You know, you don't want, you know, if you do need something, you're like, hello. You know, you don't want that. But all I want is a parking space outside, a clean bedroom, a nice breakfast, and for you to be there if I need anything, which I won't. Offer me more tea. That's it. Anything more than that is like, yeah, clear off, mate. It's a bit much, isn't it? Oh, and then when we checked out, because if we're going home or going somewhere else, I think we went on to Chester afterwards, you know, you get up, you have your breakfast, you get showered, you get ready and you go. Like, we would much rather get the journey done early. But so we checked out probably in the around 10 o'clock, and we got stuck chatting to him for about half an hour. And it's like, I just want to go. And in your head you're thinking, you're very nice, you're friendly, you're nice people, but I'm going to be rude to you in a minute if you don't let us go. You just don't need it, dear. I don't need to hear complete strangers' life story. I sound horrible, I know, but I haven't booked a room at your B&B because I want to be friends with you. I've given you money, you've provided a service, now move on. It's like, come on. I was going to say I could see me and Gav doing something like that in the future, but I don't think I could because I'd be really picky about who I wanted to let in. It's like, no, I don't like you. Go on. I don't know what you'd find in a bedroom. A local hotel for local people. A rude hotel for rude people, if you will. But yeah, it's too people-y. You go down in a bed. I think we'd be good at something like that. But trouble is, it'd be all the time. It'd be weekends. It'd be every morning, wouldn't it? Gav would be greeting with his one finger salute. No, I think I like the idea of doing something like that, but I think the reality would be early morning, every morning, lots of washing, lots of cleaning. I think it would lose its novelty very quickly. Because if you wanted a morning off, you'd have to employ somebody. And it's just a bit... don't think I'd want to commit to 7 mornings a week. I like having days off. But then it wouldn't just be morning, because you'd be cleaning the bedrooms ready for new people to come in as well, wouldn't you? So I don't think that will happen. I think it's probably a lot harder work than you think it is. It's a lovely idea that will quickly turn into a nightmare you'd never have time away from. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you'd want it to be busy, but then it'd be like, oh, there's too many people in here. Gav said in the past that in the future, not now because we haven't got the money behind us, but in the future he'd like to get into like property, doing up houses, that sort of thing. But I think that's very much in the future, possible inheritances, that kind of, I know it's a bit crass and a bit morbid, but that kind of future. But I think he'd be really good at that. Something to show for your money as well, isn't it? Because he can turn his hand to most things. Mr. S would quite like to run a pub with his cousin, but again, it's so much work. Yeah, and it's unsociable hours as well, isn't it? Lots of evenings, weekends. I think a lot of these things, they sound like a good idea, but if you spoke to somebody that does it, they'd go, well, actually, you haven't thought about this, and you'll go, maybe not. Real life house flipper. Yeah, pretty much. I think he'd be really good at it as well. It's definitely his sort of thing. But trouble is, like, I mean, we've got a mortgage on our house. We wouldn't get a mortgage on another one, I don't think. And you think, well, you need a lot of money behind you, don't you? Because it's not just buying the house. It's paying to do it up and everything. If I ever won the lottery, I'd open up a craft shop and get some part-time retired people to help me run it. Nice. That sounds like a nice idea. I'd like something like that. So I've thought in the past about like a home hair salon or something. But first of all, we ain't got anywhere to do it here. But I'd like things like that, because then you could have like a little craft stand, sell crafts and things, and I quite like the idea of that. But trouble is, if you've got your own salon, you probably won't have time to do crafts, because you'd have to have a lot more customers to pay for your overheads. But yeah, and if we ever did do something like that, it would definitely have to be separate, because Gav would not like the idea of having customers in the house. It's very, not that they would do anything, but he'd be like, nah, he wouldn't be up for that. Run classes in different crafts as well to help bulk it out. That sounds like a good idea. If I lived closer, I'd come and work for you. Don't know what I'd do, but I'd offer. Yeah, I think a lot of the time you just want something different to do with your time, don't you? I'd love to make a career out of crafts and things, but dots classes, yeah, but it's like, right, well, you take this dot and you stick it on there. Carry on. There's not really much to it, is there? Oh, bonk, sorry. There's the framing. I don't know, you look at them, you'd be going, that don't look like a professional job. But yeah, I'd love to make a career out of crafts. You wouldn't get the wages to reflect the work, would you? That's the problem. I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Have a proper crafting studio. So, you know, you've got a proper area with all your stuff set up properly, and you could do it all the time. Not the risk to turn a hobby into a chore, exactly. I mean, like, say if you think, oh yeah, I really fancy doing some hammer beading today, but you've got like 5 cross-stitch orders, and they're all the same, or something, and they're all going to take ages, you'd be like, oh, I better do that though, hadn't I? I think for me, if I was going to do anything like that, it would be more, this is what I've got. Ooh, sugar, nearly. This is what I've got. Would you like to buy any of it? That kind of. But people want personalised, or, you know, their own ideas, which is fair enough. Of course it is, you know. But, and you're not allowed to sell anything with a copyright. Like all them Mario things I made, wouldn't be able to sell them. Nothing Disney. Nothing Stardew. It's got to be your own designs. Because copyright is really quite bad now, apparently. There's not enough appreciation for crafting or arts to make it a career. No one wants to pay its worth. Exactly. I mean, you think, say if I sold that mushroom dots in a frame, even if you say it right, even at a really, really low £5 an hour, that took about 18 hours. So that's 90 quid already. The frame was £5, 95 quid. Say an even 100 quid. Who's going to pay 100 quid for that? Nobody. It's like the friend who wanted to set the Harry Potter washcloth, but I'd have to charge at least a £5 or a cloth to cover material, and no one wants to pay that. Mother-in-law wants a set as well, but I might make them as birthday present. Yeah, I think it's like with the dots. I did that coffee one for my mum, and the flowers. She loves them. It's like she would never in a million years pay 100 quid for it. And that's being really quite generous, isn't it? But I'm looking at it now and I love it. But if I saw it, I'd probably go up to about 20 quid. Just because I loved it. I wouldn't pay 100 quid for it. And then you think, well, it's not worth doing it to sell. You just do it for yourself, don't you? But, yeah. I think the only thing you could actually do to sell is smaller things that don't take very long. That's just paying the base cost too. Oh yeah, and the cost of the actual canvas, that was about a tenner. Need to get your hands on some child labour, see if you can wear SJs. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. But you know, it's like no one's going to pay, and that's only like £5 an hour, and that's not even anywhere near minimum wage, is it? So if you're talking like, Oh! Twitch has just gone off my phone. Oh, I'm coming back. Hopefully. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. That's weird. Sorry, let me see if I've missed anything. No. That was weird. My phone just went back to the main screen. Yeah, if you're talking like £10 an hour, which is, you know, reasonable. So what, 180 quid? About 200 quid? It's like no one's going to pay that for a frame dots. It's just not going to happen, is it? I think my phone has died. Let me type something, see if it's working. Oh, it is, that's alright. Yeah, no one's going to pay 200 quid for a frame dots, are they? Let's be fair. When you can buy it for a tenner and do it yourself. You can spend like 15 quid and do it yourself. It's just not going to happen, is it? But yeah, things like hammer beads, things like that you can knock something, you can knock a thing out quite quickly, something like that, but then you can't charge much for it. It's making loss on pretty much everything on my Etsy to compete with everyone else on there. Finally raised the price to make bare minimum and suddenly no sales again. It's massively rude. Yeah, it's a very difficult market to get into. And there's so much competition unless you've got something really quite different. But like them Kumihimo braids I was making, like, excuse me, people were selling them, a fully finished bracelet, you know, with end caps, clasp, everything, for 3 quid. So it costs that to post it. But the trouble is, there's always someone that will do it cheaper. Always. Same with hairdressing. I've given up advertising on social media because, first of all, I didn't really get anything from it. Got a few maybe, but mostly all I got was messages. How much for this? How much for that? I've been colouring my hair black for 10 years and I want it ice blonde. How much will you charge for that? It's like, well, first of all, I'm not touching that with a barge pole. And it's like they want it done for 50 quid. It's like, really? So, oh, it's okay then, I'll do it myself. It's like, okay. I've got me clippers for, you know, for next time I see you. And it's all how much, how much, how much. It's not, are you any good? Not, will you do that? How much? All the time. They look at people like the Kardashians that change their hair all the time. And they say, well, Khloe Kardashian went from dark brown to blonde. So, yes, she did. And she also did it in about 6 stages. And she also has a very expensive colourist do it. And the ones that made me laugh, they put a picture of Kylie Jenner. They said, oh, I want my hair like this. It's like, you realise that's a wig, yes? Like, oh. Really? I think really social media is to blame for that, because it gives people very unrealistic expectations of what is achievable. First of all, in one go. And yeah, it's like with SJ's the perfect example. She wants to have some blonde highlights. Fine. And but the trouble is, I've been colouring her hair very dark mahogany red, permanent, for several times, quite a while. And because, yeah, exactly. Because reds fade, they're the quickest colour to fade, apart from like bright pink or something. They fade really quickly, so you put a really strong colour in there to stay in there. I can't get it out now. I've tried like a couple of times, cut some pieces from underneath her hair, bleached it. It's like orange. That's the lightest I can get it. I was like, I can't get it out. And I said, well, you can either have an in-betweeny colour, like a coppery, but tone it to a nice coppery colour, or grow the red out. That's the only way I'm going to get it blonde. And so we're growing the red out, and I've been putting a brown semi-permanent colour on just to cover her natural highlights, shall we say, just to, you know, cover them up a bit while we grow the permanent red out, because the semi-permanent will gradually wash out and then I can bleach it much easier. And this first conversation was like, it totally wrecked it, yeah. This first conversation was probably about a year ago, and we decided that I'm going to do one more of the brown and then test it again next time, and it might have grown out. But like, she's really patient. To be fair, she's like, you know what, as long as you make my hair look decent. But yeah, it's like, people on social media would expect to be blonde in one go, and then they'd be like, well, if you can't do it, I'll find someone who will. It's like, well, go on then. But yeah, totally wrecked it completely. But yeah, so hopefully she'll have some blonde bits in her hair fairly soon. But yeah, people on social media would want that in one go. And to be fair, there probably is a colourist out there that can do it. Like, there's that, I can't think what his name is, that famous one that I can't remember his name, that did Sharon Osbourne's hair from dark red to sort of, well, silver really. But it took him hours, literally all day, and he, you know, as expensive products, and she probably paid hundreds of pounds to have it done. And it's like, yeah, but he's in a different league. It's like someone expecting, you know, Joe Bloggs, who plays Sunday afternoon football, to do Ronaldo stuff. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's not going to happen, is it? But she's very patient, bless her. I'm very grateful. But yeah, I can't get that red out. It just will not come out. Can't do it. I'm going to have my hair dyed with a couple of friends in a few weeks. I want to get the ends dyed, because I figure if nothing else goes wrong or I hate it, I can just chop it short. Have his own hair at the end of the day. That's not a bad idea. What colour are you going? If we need food details, we definitely need hair colour details. Definitely. But no, so I've given up on social media. It's just, you get messages a fair bit, nothing ever comes of it, and you think, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore. But I've always took the view, I would rather be the person that says no rather than is not sure, has a go and messes it up. Get my hair done on Saturday, can't wait to be red-haired again. Nice. Nice. I do love a red. I do love a red. Thing with red, it's hard to get them to stay in, but then when you do get them to stay in, it's hard to get them out again. Thinking bright red, I wanted to do the whole lot, but they need a patch test and all that faff. The other option was doing an under dye, but I was tempted to go for a plum purple if I chose that. Nice. Well, that all sounds very nice. Patch test is important if you're having it on your head. Very, very, very. I've had to reskin test all of my customers since all this COVID stuff. It's a pain. It's a massive, massive pain in the ain. But it's very important. Because if you react to it, you do not want it all over your head. When did you last have it coloured? And is it in a salon? I've not had one in at least 5 years. Yeah, I go to a salon. Colour lasts about 5 months ago. Technically, yes, they should be retesting everybody, because insurance companies, it's all from the insurance companies, but it depends a little bit on what brand of colour they use, because the insurance companies are basically getting rid of any responsibility and saying you need to follow your manufacturer's instructions. So it depends a bit which manufacturer they use. Hey Laura, how are you doing? It depends a bit which brand they use, because they're all slightly different. Now, I use Weller colours, and they've said I think it's more because we haven't coloured anybody in a while, and they're saying you have to do it before colouring again, and everyone's doing it because COVID makes you far more likely to react to it, and you can have COVID without knowing, so therefore they're saying do everybody. I don't think it's like 100% you absolutely have to, but it depends on the manufacturer's instructions. Most say that you should be retesting because of COVID, so I would say they probably should be, but I won't say they definitely should be. Yeah, they were very insistent on a patch test when I went for a full. Only thing I know I'm allergic to is tea tree, and my sensible side said I would not want it to go wrong, so I see the point. Yeah, it's a difficult one, Sarah. It's not, I don't think they absolutely have to, but they should be. Everybody is. It's one of them, and I took the view that I don't care about the insurance side of it. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't do a skin test and someone reacted. Because if you react to it, you do not want it all over your head. Yeah, I'm on rows 10 to 20 now. I keep stopping to chat. I'm not getting much done today. Yeah, and people, I mean, this is more salon people that see a hell of a lot of people. They're finding that their regular customers skin test, they're reacting to it. No, you're alright. It's hair. It's important. And it makes sense, especially if you not have it done for a while. Yeah, I think I can't remember the exact questions what I have to ask now, because it's all written down. But now I've skin test everybody to make sure they're okay, and you've got to do it every year. Even if the person has the same colour every 6 weeks for the next year, you've still got to do it again. Or if they have a different shade, because technically it's a different combination. It's all very, very petty, but I'm surprised that you're not having a skin test, put it that way. In a salon, I'm not putting myself down, but if it was someone just coming around your house to do it, then it wouldn't be so shocking. But in a salon, I'm very, very surprised that they're not. So make of that what you will. Yeah, because, and when I say reaction, like you put it there, you can't see, put it there, and then people are having like red lumps on their arm. It's still a very, very small percentage of people, and it's still quite rare, but the people that are, it's like red and it's gone bigger, and I just think if that's on your head, yeah, I don't think it's like, last time I had a patch test, I did palm it looked like my head was bleeding for days. Some manufacturers say behind the ear, some say there, so that's okay. And if it's red colour, it'll look like you're bleeding. But just make sure when you go and have it done, A bit of an itch, a bit of a tingle is normal, but if it starts to feel anything more than that, for goodness sake, tell someone and get them to wash it off right now. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but I would not be colouring anybody without doing a skin test. I just don't mean to be all like, ooh, but I wouldn't be doing it. It's a pain. It's a complete pain. SJ drove all the way to mine to do a skin test so I could drive all the way to hers to do her colour. Oh, it's gone again. My phone keeps crashing. What is going on with it? Have I got too many windows open? Let me close everything out. Oh, I've got 2 things open. Hi, Mike. I'm just trying to get the chat back. Let me see if I missed anything. How you doing, Mike? Thank you for the post. Oh, hello. Thank you very much. I'm really not the expert. Oh, my phone keeps crashing. I might have to have the chat on the screen and not be able to read it because it's small. Let me put it on the screen in case my phone's going to die now as well. My phone is not playing ball. Because yesterday it stopped scrolling. I missed loads of chat. Oh, you like it, do you, Mike? Yeah, we thought we'd have a change. Right. That's not actually that small. I should be able to cope with that. In case my phone goes again, which of course it will. Yeah, I'm really not the expert, and it's not like 100% you have to, but they should be. It might be worth asking them, actually. Honks are coming through twice. Oh, who knows what's going on. It's probably because I was messing with it. It might be worth asking if you should be going in for a skin test, because they may have just forgotten about it. Don't know, but I've lost what I'm up to. You're distracting me, Mike, with your honks. Aw, thanks, Crafty. I need to get a phone charger. That phone is not playing ball. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth asking, because they should be skin tests. Stop honking everywhere, Mike. They should be skin testing. I wouldn't be happy with it. Nobody's had a reaction, you know, there's nothing different, but you gotta check, ain't ya? Oh, I've lost a bag. Have I got any ones on this bit? I've got a hair stock on it. I better pick that bag up. It's all because I've got to charge my phone up. Ugh. Come on, behave yourself. That's even smaller than that on the screen. I've got to pick that bag up. Oh, why is that not in? I'm surprised the stream's even working. The internet cable's not in. What's that about? I hadn't got that in yesterday. I've just hardwired the internet. Oh, dear me. I'm surprised it's been behaving. It might be smoother now. Pro streamer. Yeah, right. Totes pro. Profesh. Although, to be fair, that means I've been streaming on Wi-Fi fine. So that's quite nice to know that it behaves itself. I've missed loads of 6s because I'm talking about hair. I get very passionate. But they've changed the rules now as well. You have to wear a mask, but you don't have to wear a visor or goggles anymore. So I might stop wearing my goggles so I can actually see what I'm doing better, which would be nice. Drives me mad when you hear people that, well, hairdressers mainly, that drive me mad anyway, not wearing masks, not wearing what they should wear. It's like, you know, you're there, not struggling because I got used to it, but you know, doing what you're supposed to do, and then you see people that aren't even wearing a mask and you think, oh, come on. Medical exemption doesn't count when it comes to close contact services either. It's like, if you can't wear one, you shouldn't be doing it. It's very rude. I know you just, you know, you think, well, as long as you do what you're supposed to do, you know, don't matter about other people, but it just, doesn't it? Like the skin testing things, like, I mean, I'm not picking on Sarah's hairdresser, obviously, but you know, you think, yeah, oh, that's gone again. I think I've got to give up on my phone. It's dying. It keeps going back to my home screen. I don't know what's going on. It's dying. Can't even do the bare minimum to cover their mouth and nose with a bit of cloth. They don't deserve my money or time. Exactly. Really? Is it overheating? I don't know. I think it's just on the way out. It's old. It doesn't work as it should. I think that's probably it. But I've got the chat on the screen now anyway. That's going to fall over. Yeah, it's like, you know, we're going out of our way to do everything you're supposed to do. It's like, come on. It's frustrating. Hi, Woody. I do need to upgrade it, to be fair. It's very old. I've probably had it about 4 or 5 years. It would have been whenever the iPhone 8 come out, because we always get the 7 if the 8's come out. If the 8 is the newest, we'll get the 7. So whenever that was, they're on about 12 now, aren't they? So how you doing, Woody? Are you having a good day? You're brave coming in here. I'm getting on my soapbox about skin testing and wearing masks while you're working and things. Bit ranty. Blame Sarah, it's her fault. Having her hair done, like, you know. How dare she? It's okay, not rubbish. Accept full responsibility. Good. You're getting it anyway. Music is different to you, it is. I was saying at the start of the stream that I went on, it's this bloke on YouTube, copyright free music, And before you could just download things straight, because he put a link to his website and then you could just download it straight off. And now you've got to sign up for it. It's free, but you still got to sign up for it. It's a bit. But I remembered I'd got this. So I'll put this on for a change. Nothing wrong with a good rant, plus 4 marks for keeping it family friendly. I'm getting quite good at that. I think it's because I'm talking about work and I never swear when I'm at work, so yeah. I'm quite used to it. Do you approve of the music, Woody, or do you still hate it? Sarah's having a dance to it, so. No, it just gets you though, because you think, do things properly. It's preferable to the other music. Okay. Because I was going to have a nice, like, relaxing, chill piano music. Thought that might be nice for background. Just, you know, nothing too offensive. Couldn't download it. It was quite rude. I mean, you can't blame him, but I thought it was a bit rude. Like, give me all your stuff for free now, kind of. No, just do things properly. Just do what you're supposed to do. It's not just like the government being horrible and telling you what to do, is it? It's being safe. Do what you're supposed to do. Visor and a mask combo was awful though. That didn't last very long. I think that was last July, so it was hot as well. Terrible. Wearing a mask in the heat is bad enough, but a visor as well. Couldn't breathe. I literally had both on for like 2 or 3 minutes. I was going to pass out. Terrible. And that didn't last very long. They said we could wear goggles instead of a visor, so that was much better. But having like a mask and then a layer of plastic like half an inch away from your face, not a good combo for the breathing. It was horrible. So, but yeah, you don't have to wear goggles anymore, so I might not. Well, they said you don't have to, but they recommend that you do. But I thought, well, I've got glasses anyway. And really, all goggles are is a spit guard, isn't it? And if I'm behind somebody most of the time, can't see anything getting in my eyes. And so I've got glasses anyway, so might just wear my mask, which would actually be a lot better. And goggles get quite uncomfortable behind your ears. You've got mask straps as well. Not great. So you got me ranting now. Thinking about work, ranting. See, it's a shame I can't get a career in crafts, because I could just stay at home and stream them and then make money. You know, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? But gotta go outside with the people. It's very peoply out there. They can get something in your eyes when you're standing behind them. You've got much bigger problems, like the fact your client's an owl or a turnful exorcist. Yeah, you're probably right. It's like most of my customers wear a mask, but I don't insist on it because I think, well, if most of the time we either go in the living room or kitchen, and you think, well, I'm stood behind them, and their germs are everywhere anyway. So it's a bit. I don't think it's mandatory that they wear a mask, but a lot of them do. They just get in the way. But yeah, I just think, well, the germs are in the air in the house anyway. I've got my mask on, obviously, so I don't insist on it. Most people do, but like there's one lady that's got, I'm not sure exactly, she's got quite a severe condition or a couple of conditions, I'm not sure what, but she's in a wheelchair and you can tell she's struggling to breathe. Like when she's talking, she's like gasping for breath a lot of the time, and she really struggles with wearing one, but she said she would. I said, nah, it's alright, because I think she would struggle with it. Phone's gone again, and just started charging. It's definitely something. I'm going to turn it off and on again and see if that helps. There's definitely something wrong with that. Right. Come on, turn off. It's being quite rude. I've been on for 2 hours and haven't even done half of this strip. Been ranting too much. Right, that should turn on in a minute. I thought it was charging. Obviously not. There you go. What am I on? 6. In there. Right, give that a minute to go on the Wi-Fi. Can't believe I was streaming off the Wi-Fi. I'll be popping off for lunch in about 5 minutes, so you won't have me clogging up with chat and distracting you. It's fine, don't be daft. Right, let's see if we can get back on there now. Which one? That one. Yes, because you can't possibly go sideways on your own. There you go. It's good that I've got it on the screen though. It's actually bigger than looking at my phone. No, I nearly went too high. Don't want to do that. That would be silly. Right. Lunch does sound quite good. I really should get on with these dots, because then I can go and have some lunch. Rather than ranting. That's not ranting, but just passionately talking. Now, I must admit, it's nice to be back at work, though. And this time around, people are a bit more spread out. Because when I went back in April, I literally did everyone in a week. And a bit more spread out this time, which is nice. So I won't be so crazy busy. That was crazy. I was knackered after that week. Going from nothing to like everything. It's quite rude. No, I just need to stay here with us forever. No. Mook! Thank you for the host. How are you doing? Spider. How are you, my dear? Oh, stop. Oh, that didn't sound good. That sounded like something fell over. Perhaps not. Trying to finish the Lego I started 3 weeks ago. I know the feeling. It's taken me ages to do this section of dots because I keep stopping to talk. I've been ranting about hairdressers and not skin testing and not wearing masks and things. Much not that ranty, but just like passionately discussing, if you will. It's very irritating when people don't do what they're supposed to do. Aww, that's very nice. I would happily do your hair. But you'll just have to move here. Everyone should move here anyway. I keep saying this. No one does it. Yes, you should move here. I was saying earlier that if we had somewhere to do it, I would open a home salon or something. I think I'd quite like that. Just me, you know, not employ anybody, just me, so I could still work when I wanted. And have a stand of crafts to sell. That'd be the dream. But it'd have to be like something separate because Gav wouldn't like people in the house. But the best weather in UK is in Essex. Is it though? Is it really? I'm due a visit up Brom soon. Now we can go inside. We can go visit the brother-in-law and see his new flat. He's been in for nearly a year. Nice. Let's have a giant shed. Once over crafting, once over beheading people. Well, we've got a big garage. The trouble is, you can't get to it from the front. You've either got to walk through the house or go a couple of houses down the muddy gully that Gav drives down. So I don't think it will happen. It's one of them that, oh, that would be nice, but I don't think it would, unless we ever moved. I don't think it would happen. And thinking about it, a fair few of my customers probably wouldn't come to get their hair done because there's a reason why they have someone come to their house. So I don't think it'll ever happen. The dream is, it's totally not set in stone yet, but I'm in talks of being voluntarily kidnapped and relocated up north at some point, so I'd at least be a lot closer. Yeah, we should kidnap you. Yeah, you should come and live in here. No, I think I'd like to do that, like a home salon. And I could sell my crafts and maybe even like get my own range of hair products, that kind of thing. So people do that. The Brummy Shed barbers will be the new punters only. Not a barber. Oh my god. Not opening a barber's because I'm not a barber. Nothing wrong with barbers, I'm just not one. If only we could have a giant piece of land or have our own houses on there so we can have in real life Discord community housing estate. That would be cool. I don't think any of us could afford that though. Be lots of pennies. I could have the rude salon, but you could do barbering. I could. To be fair, I can do basic barbering that I've just learned how to do. But if I wanted to be a barber, I'd have to do another course. It's like training to be a hairdresser again, but without the chemical side of it. Ooh, get off. Let's stop together. Rudeness. Don't want those. I've got bits hanging off them. Rude Street, Poo Place, Crafty Close. See all the rude names. Woody, but why do you want to cheat on us? Don't you love us? Aren't we enough for you? Do your new friends do things that we won't? I'll stop now. To be fair, I did think about doing a barbering course because it would make sense to go with like hairdressing, and exactly, Luke. But then I thought, well, I'd happily cut blokes' hair, but I wouldn't want to do all like the beard side of it, and because you have to touch faces. I don't think. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for coming. Hope you have a nice lunch and enjoy Neighbours. I'll probably still. I don't know. I'll finish this bit and then I'll go and have lunch. But thank you for coming. It's possible to be in love with two different streamer communities, but you've got to like one better. But yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do the whole beard thing. Like, it's one thing touching someone's clean hair, but faces, I'm not sure. Don't know how I'd feel about that. And like wet shaving with a cutthroat and things like that. Waxing nostrils and things. Not sure on that. Not sold on that. It's like I had this conversation with a beautician, and she was saying, oh, I don't know how you touch people's heads. It's like, well, I don't generally touch people's heads that much. And their hair, I touch their hair, and it's always clean, like freshly washed. Or washed like recently and wet down. But she does things like waxing certain areas and rubbing people's backs and feet. But yeah, touching someone's hair is gross. Yeah, she couldn't see it. she genuinely couldn't see it. And yeah, it's like waxing certain areas. And she's like, oh, it's fine. You just push the knickers over, do one side, and then you push them over again, do the other side, and it's fine. It's like, and you think touching someone's hair is gross? Okay, right. Yep, I can see that. Massaging feet. I don't have a thing about feet, you know, I'm not like grossed out by them or anything, but I wouldn't want to like massage anyone's feet, even if they're clean or not. I wouldn't want to be massaging someone's feet. Scraping hard skin off and filing long toenails and no. Put you off your lunch yet? There. Exactly. Waxing certain areas is definitely worse than cutting hair. Exactly. No. I couldn't massage somebody. About to say, not the best conversation ever at lunchtime. You're welcome. No. That was a scratch. Thought that was a hair on the desk, but it was just a scratch. But yeah, she genuinely couldn't see it, and she thought that cutting hair was worse than anything a beautician does. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure once you've done something a few times, you wouldn't even bat an eyelid, would you? It's like nurses, some things they have to do. You know, once you've done it a couple of times, you don't even bat an eyelid, do you? But it's the thought of it. No, thank you. Or let us know what you find. There you go, done that side. Just this bit in the middle. Nah, I couldn't be a beautician. It's one thing doing nails and anything on someone's face or hands. That, you know, I could deal with that. But anything sort of body related, no. Nope. Not for me. But you'd be surprised though that most people, you know, the first time you go, you say, if you can wash your hair just before I come, or I'm happy to do it. You know, if someone can't do it, then that's fine. I don't mind doing that. It's just easier if you know, they do it ready. And it's surprising the people that are a bit surprised. It's like, well, why wouldn't I want your hair clean? I could not do any job that required me to touch on other people. Hats off to anyone that can do it. But yeah, there's one person in particular. It's like, why is it got to be washed? Like, it's not generally very nice to touch someone's hair that's dirty. I couldn't do it. Whenever I have my hair cut, I have a shower just before I go, knowing full well they're going to wash it as soon as I get there. But I can't go with dirty hair. It's like, how could you possibly be okay with someone touching your hair knowing it's dirty? So I just say it anyway now. I never say, can you wash your hair before I come, because it's not dirty. I never say anything like that. But it's like, oh, if you could wash it before I get there, that'd be great. Or I'm happy to when I get there. But I don't tend to wash many now, actually. It's just washing colours off, really. But even that, since I've been wearing goggles and the mask, people have been doing it themselves over the bath. Because I just steam up and I can't see what I'm doing. It was even like it. I was washing colour bowls up and the water was a bit hot and I steamed up. So I can't wash anyone's colour off, really. So a lot of people do it themselves now. It's just easier. Ooh, behave. It's getting very windy outside. I think we might be getting a storm. The only reason I'd have for not washing it would be if I was physically unable to, but I'd never get something like that done without washing it first. Well, I think if you know that it's going to be washed straight away and you can't physically do it, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, not sounding horrible, I've washed some dirty hair before, but you know, you just think, well, you try not to touch it, you know, when you put the water on, you don't touch it, and then your hands are covered in shampoo. So, you know, if someone can't do it, I never think badly of them for that. But if there's no reason, it's just that they're being lazy, and they're like, they don't really want to wash it. It's like, what? First of all, it's so much easier to cut wet hair on the whole. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird, aren't they? People are very strange. I don't think I really should have got a job working with people. I don't really like them. And to be fair, I like all my customers. They're a bunch of very nice people. I've gradually got rid of the ones that I don't really like. It's one that's on the way at the moment. It's at the point where it's like, oh, sorry, I'm not free this week. Next one I could do is in 2 weeks' time. Sort of replies, hoping that she'll give up and go somewhere else. I don't like her. Messed me about far too many times. I don't bin people very often, but there's a limit. You get to the point where you think, why am I putting myself through this? That's an advantage of working on your own instead of in a salon. You can't do that in a salon. My phone seems to be behaving itself better now. You watch it crash right now. That bag's in the way. There you go. The bag of K's was in the way. It's very windy outside. It's 1:45. I better hurry up. I'm not even going to be done for the Tesco order, let alone lunch. Right, let's do the F's. Oh, bonk. Sorry. Really do need to stop stopping and just rant while dotting. Let's do it. Let's get on with it. I mean, I've been on nearly 2.5 hours. Oh well. We all know it was Sarah's fault. Ooh, come on. Behave. That one did not want to go in the right place. It's high winds where I am. It's been very rude. It sounds really windy. So we haven't had any of the storms or anything like that. But it suddenly got very windy. Oh, I'll pick that one up. He lost that. all of those. That's not very straight. Come on. There's one. Arm keeps sticking to it. I think the trouble is having the light there, I keep blocking my own light, which is a bit annoying. I think I might have a ham sandwich for lunch. Had that yesterday. I've gone mad on cup of soup as well. I like to cut my sandwich up into like thin soldiers, sort of, so I can dunk them in my soup easier. Well, that one shouldn't be up there. Come on, come down here. I don't know how I managed to drop that one up there. Is that a northern thing? No, it's a Jew thing. Because I kept, I like dunking my sandwich in my cup of soup. And like, putting a corner in is okay when the mug is full. But when it's like down a bit, it won't reach. So I just cut it up to dunkable bits. I'm clever, you see. Off. I bet no one does it because they're not as clever as me. Have you got hula hoops for lunch, Woody? I'm guessing toast, salt and vinegar hula hoops. I don't know what drink you have. My guessing game is lacking today. That's definitely not as clever. Exactly. I had a problem. I found a solution. I couldn't fit my sandwich in my mug. So I made the sandwich smaller. Nope, home baked bread, hula hoops, puffed, ready salted, banana, pink lady, water, then tea. Nice. Home baked bread. Nice. We were talking about bread earlier. Tiger bread. Tiger baguette. Lovely. See, you can tell I'm getting hungry because I'm talking about lunch. I wasn't far away. Bread. Some version of hula hoops. It's not that nice, there's no salt to add flavour. Wow. How's all that going? Is it working? It's the trouble when it's salt makes everything like have flavour. To be fair, we should probably all cut down on salt and stuff, really. Catch up with us all sooner or later, won't it? Might mix it up though and have a chicken cup of soup instead of the beef and tomato one again. Go a bit mad like. I bet they've got tons of salt in. I bet everything has in it. I bet it's surprising how much is in stuff. Tested blood pressure a fortnight ago and managed to get it down to normal. Tested Tuesday the weekend was high, so no idea if it's working. Oh. Maybe it should be like a daily thing and then you can take an average sort of. Because if it's on a day, if you're like really busy or a bit stressed at work, it's probably going to push it up. So you should probably like take an average or something. But it's good that one of the times was normal though. That's a good sign. Stress was why I didn't test last Monday. Felt fairly calm Tuesday morning. Well, yeah, makes sense. It's difficult though, isn't it? Because like, oh yeah, reduce the stress. It's like, oh okay, you're going to pay the bills, are you? So I don't have to work. So if Gav's having a bad time, I'll say, you know, is there anything I can do? He'll say, win the lottery, so I don't have to go back. And it's like, well, we don't actually play the lottery, but I can try. I think the only way to get rid of stress is to not have to work. But who has that? You know, if you had no money worries, you know, you had plenty of money to do everything you wanted to do and do fun things all the time, then you'd probably be a lot less stressed. But that's the dream really, isn't it? I don't know anybody that can have that. That's the third one today. I don't know how to do it on here. I don't know how to ban them on this one. Mod, timeout, ban. There you go. I've never done it on here before. I always do it on my phone. Sometimes I feel that doctors could prescribe things that actually help. They would be giving out money, not me. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. So I tell you what, give me enough money to cover all the bills and everything for a year. That would reduce stress a lot. You know, get the government to stop them taxing people through the bottom. That'd help. Bye. That's the third fame bot today. Right, what's next, chaps? Why? I mean, it would never happen, but I think if anyone could give you the whole, you can work if you want, but you don't have to, take the pressure of I've got to off, everyone would be so much better, wouldn't they? There's a brown one in there, don't want that. But yeah, it's the trouble. Everything's so expensive and they tax you so much on everything that you can't afford to not. I mean, I remember it's probably a few years ago now. I remember at the start of the year, Gav didn't have that much work on. It was okay, but he probably worked about half of the first sort of 3-4 months of the year. And then, because we normally have a couple of weeks off May, June time, and he didn't keep dotting. He didn't really want to have time off now that there was lots of work coming in, which I can totally understand, totally get that. But I think it got to about August and he was absolutely done. He was absolutely done. And we ended up having a couple of weeks off in September, went to Mallorca, ended up paying a lot more for the holiday because of when it was. And ever since then, we said no matter what the work situation is, you're having time off May or June time. And yeah, we've done it ever since. And like this year, we're having the first 2 weeks in July, but that's just because he's on such a long job, which finishes end of June. So that's why. So I get that job done, then have a couple of weeks off. But you've got to look after yourself, haven't you? But I guess that's part of being an adult though, isn't it? Having responsibilities and possibly having people depending on you. You know, it's all part of it, isn't it? Wax everywhere now. But like that's why as we're in the age group to book our vaccines. Well, actually they've lowered it again today. Yeah, exactly. They've lowered it again today to 34 now. But we thought, okay, the general feeling is that as soon as you're invited, you get it done as soon as. But we thought, no, this weekend we're going to SJ's for a barbecue. So, just in case we get any side effects, because most people are, let's be fair. Some people are bad, some people just feel a bit ropey. So I thought we won't do it for this weekend because we're at SJ's, and the following weekend is our long weekend off. And yeah, it's only a short holiday, but it's still holiday from work, isn't it? It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we don't want to risk having side effects for that because Gav needs this break. He's done, and so that's why. So it won't be long, will it? yeah, so that's why we're going to try and book it the following Saturday, because we don't want to. I know it's a bit of a negative way of thinking, because we might be fine. I've no idea what that bing bong was. Might be fine, but most people are at least feeling a bit rubbish, aren't they? It's like, nah, we've booked time off. I ain't having the jab for that. So yeah, we're trying to book it for the following Saturday, because it's just a normal weekend. Obviously you never want to feel rubbish, do you? But it's just a normal weekend, and if either of us do get bad, we've got nothing planned the following week, you know. Gav couldn't care less if he has to have time off because he's having side effects and feels bad, but he doesn't want to ruin his holiday. So yeah, but I was struggling to book it. I think I was saying one of the days this week, struggling to book it. Book the second one anyway, because you have to book both, because we want to wait a couple of weeks. The date for the second one, it doesn't go up late enough. It's like, what? So I could book my first one in sort of 2 weeks time if I wanted, but I can't book the second one, so it won't let me book either. Okay, makes sense. So I'm hoping that if I look like during the week next week, because they did have some appointments at the pharmacy up the road, rather than going like to the centre of Walsall, which is about a 20-minute drive. The pharmacy next door to the doctors we go to. So I'm hoping that if I look sort of during the week next week, I'll be able to book for that Saturday we want at the place we want. Don't blame you. Well, I don't feel like the side effects were as bad as some people reported. People can be overly dramatic. I don't think anyone's really been side effect free, and you don't want that for the first time off you've had since it all started. Exactly. I mean, we've not really got any plans for our long weekend, like going out plans or anything, but it's time off. You don't want to feel crappy, do you? So it's like, I felt like a bit like I was overthinking it. Like, you think, oh, just have it, you'll be alright. But I thought, no, I'm not risking it. It's not worth it just for the sake of having it a week early, is it? I'm not going to be around people any more than I would have been. It don't stop you getting it anyway, does it? So, and to be fair, I'm such a bad patient, I would be overly dramatic. Terrible when I'm ill. So whiny. I can't help it though. I just get so fed up. It's such a waste of time. And yeah, after about a day of being ill, I get very whiny. My side effects were full on proper flu symptoms. Fine after 24 hours. Everyone knows someone lucky not to get much. Yeah. Like my mum knows some people that didn't have anything, but most people you speak to, you know, really sore arm, headache, fatigue. I thought, I don't want any of that when we're off. You won't enjoy your time off, will you? And as much as I don't want to ruin a normal weekend, it's better that than actual book time off, innit? Even if you're not planning to do much, it's better to have the option than feel you can't do anything because you're so ill. Exactly. And I am a massive llama when it comes to being ill. Dreadful. I get really annoyed. You know, it's like, it's frustrating when you want to do something and you can't. And I get really annoyed. And I'm a terrible patient. That's all of them. But yeah, so we're hoping to get it. I think it's Saturday the 5th of June. I think that's a Saturday. Because it's got to be a Saturday because Gav's working away. I know we don't have to go at the same time, but, well, we might as well. So it's got to be a Saturday. And it just so happens that a year of doing nothing, the next 2 Saturdays we've actually got, well, either something booked or time off. It's just typical, isn't it? Typical. Where's the H? There. So, it can wait. An extra week ain't to make any difference, is it? But they do seem to be getting down the ages quite quickly. Like, but then I think it took a while to go from over 40 to 38. But then it went 36 maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then it's 34 today, so it's going down fairly quickly. You watch, I'll leave it another week and then they'll say, oh no, we've run out. Too late, you've left it too long. It's just our luck, really. Still not having it when I'm off though. No. I did think about having it like Sunday afternoon after we've been to SJ's, but then I thought, well, I'm driving to my mum's the next day. Nah. Only a couple of weeks, isn't it? We might fly through it and be fine. I hope we are, but it's not really worth. Because I kept thinking about it, and you know when you think, yeah, I'm probably overthinking this, and I spoke to Gav about it. He said, I'm being bad on my time off. Okay. So to the point. Well, that's decision made, really, isn't it? And then it'll work out well because we're off the first 2 weeks in July, and I think the second dose will be sort of end of August, so that works out quite well for that holiday as well. You're probably still being much more cautious than most out and about, so it's not like you're going to be going to a rave and getting COVID. I'm sure waiting a couple of weeks will be fine. Yeah, I can't see it making any difference anyway. I mean, I've been out working and I'm fine, so I know obviously other people can catch things in the meantime, but you know, I'm very careful. I wear all my mask and everything, and wear an apron, and literally Dettol wipe myself before I go to someone's house, and wash my hands all the time and all that. So that's all you can do, isn't it? Send you crazy if you try and do too much. Yeah, the only place I'm actually going to go is to people's houses to work in full PPE. So, and Gav's at work every day with people anyway, but they're temperature checked every morning. So, and actually the bloke that he works with, for some reason, got given loads of COVID tests that you do yourself. I don't know why he got them, but he's got loads of them. And he gave Gav a box of them, like about five or seven in a box or something. He said, well, can't hurt to have them. You know, you never know when you're going to want to do one. And he said he'll probably do a test before we go to SJ's on Saturday. You know, just to make sure. And I'll only do one if he's got, I don't think he's got it, but I'll do one. If he shows positive, then I'll do one. But I haven't been around anyone, so. Oops. Oh, you sneaky bugger. got under the film. They could have a quick peace of mind test. All colleges were provided with a couple of boxes last week so we can self-test. Yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it? As a just in case. Or like if you know you're going to be around someone vulnerable. You know, it's a good idea. I think this whole thing, as long as you're careful and you're sensible, I think your risk of getting things is quite low. Unless you're in a job where you're like around lots of people, I suppose. Like your job, Luke, you're around a lot of people, aren't you? But even then, if you're sensible, you know, the only people I know that have had it work in school. Hell, mate. One of my team didn't feel well the other day, so she tested herself and it gave her peace of mind. She was concerned she was positive and would have spread the virus. She was negative. Yeah, it was like this, Shay. Her kids were ill. She was ill and then her kids got it. So they were all tested. She's like, well, I've got to, haven't I? I can't go and pick my kids up from school. I can't send them in if I've got it. And obviously she didn't have it, but because I think Chris got some tests from work. You think, well, you got to, ain't you? You got to be careful. It's not fair on everyone else, is it? It's such a mixture of colours in this middle bit. I'm sure there's going to be one that I've missed. Yeah, you've got to be sensible and you've got to do what you think's right, haven't you? And think of other people, and unfortunately a lot of people don't. Oops. Yeah, gotta try, ain't you? And it's like when we go to SJ's Saturday, we're all staying outside. I mean, we'll go into the toilet and stuff. But, yeah, we're all staying outside. It's just not worth the risk, is it? Yeah, exactly. You know, all just to sit in a kitchen rather than a garden. You know, it's a bit... She's got a tarpaulin thing, because it's definitely going to rain. But I think you just got to be sensible. You've got to be cautious, haven't you? And sensible about these things. It's not the end of the world. We can't go in our house. You know. I'd rather do something outside than not ever do anything. Yeah, exactly. take an extra coat. Yeah, she's bringing a telly outside and PlayStation games that we can play on our phones. Because it's SJ, you know, it's all games, isn't it? But it'd be fun. Be nice to see people. I'm looking forward to Berry in July as well. Hopefully things will have calmed down a bit more before then. Oh yeah, you know, so we ain't going to be sitting there chatting all day. Going to be doing fun things as well. She's got some sort of outdoor garden type games as well, if the weather's alright, like Skittles and Nerf guns and that sort of thing. And all the meat. She does things properly, does our SJ. I know, we went to see yesterday last year before COVID hit. I think we're at her work for a couple of hours talking. Oh yeah, there'll be lots of talking, but there'll be lots of other things planned as well. To be fair, I could chat to that woman literally all day. I have done. So there's one, I don't know when it was now. She came over. Why did she come over? Come over for some reason. I can't remember what it was now. It might have been to drop off a birthday present, possibly. And yeah, I think it was a time where she wasn't really supposed to come in, but it was chucking it down and it was freezing. So she sat in the porch, had the window open. Bless her, she was there with a coat on, freezing. Sat in the porch, and I was on the stairs, so we were apart. And there we sat for about 4 hours. Do them. And yeah, phoned her up for some reason, or she phoned me. Can't remember why. 2 hours later, it's like, yeah, I need to charge my phone up. Honestly, I could chat to that woman for hours. Hours and hours. Have done. Yeah, once we get going. I think that's the thing. I'm chatty, she's chatty, and when we get together it's like, yeah, could be for hours. Time just flies and all. Yeah. No, it's nice though. I think she's actually chattier than I am. I mean, I chat to people I know for ages. But she'll literally chat to anybody. And she can chat to anybody. And I'm not. With people I don't know, if it's not like work related, I don't find it as easy to just chat to people about nothing. But if I know ya, that's it. Or if we, if we've got something to talk about. but she manages to get conversation out of a brick, so she probably has had a conversation with a brick. I would be surprised if she hasn't. And, you know, get the gin going. She probably spoke to a wall. Right, what one's next? Do E. That's where Discord Twitch has been great. We get to know each other before meeting, so it's far more comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. And streams, I think, as well, because you can see somebody, you know what they look like. Because I remember the first time, where was it? When we went to EGX, when it was in Brum, whenever that was. And there was, who was it? Someone was meeting up with us. Can't think who it was now. Someone from Steve's lot, but that we didn't really know. And we weren't, I don't think we had a camera on our streams then. And we had to describe ourselves so people knew who we were, like to come and say hello. But now it really helps by watching someone on a stream. You know what they look like, and you can remember what they look like as well. Because I don't know what, actually I thought of that the other day, and I don't know what made me think of it. Because I've only met you and Targlass once, and I think if it wasn't a planned meet up and if I just randomly bumped into you, I would know it was you. I don't know if I would with Targlass, you know. I know what he looks like because I've met him once, but because it was a long time ago, I would, if I wasn't expecting him to be there, I'd probably walk straight past him. But I wouldn't with you because I've seen you on stream so much. I don't know what made me think of that the other day. Very random, I know. Yeah, and there's like other people I've only met once. And I'd probably, if I wasn't expecting you to be there, I'd probably walk straight past. He said you'd recognise him as a sleepy dead guy. I'd probably go, that looked like the stinky one. And but then he'd probably give me a funny look anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, there's some people, if you've only met once, but like, or if you've never met them, but because of streams, you know what people look like. I think it does help with feeling like you know people better as well. Which might sound a bit weird, but poor Duffy. No, you know what I mean. You know, I never see him. Very rarely see a picture of him anywhere. I only met him once. I wasn't sat there staring at his face all the time. You know, I may walk straight past him if I wasn't expecting to see him. But obviously, because I've seen you so many times on stream, I'll be like, what's Mook doing here? But it would be, is that Stinky? You know, it's different, isn't it? I'd just shout Stinky and see if he turned round and gave me the finger or something. Then I'd notice him. When you get him talking, he's like, oh, he is. He's very antisocial. I was having a laugh with him. He's very funny. Makes me laugh. Oh, hello. Rudeness. Talk to me. It's normally horrible, but you do talk to me. Oh yeah, he would. I'd be disappointed if he didn't. I think I only need one of these. Oh no, two. Two of them. There's some people that if they're nice to you, it makes you suspicious. Targlass is one of those people. But I'm still a firm believer that he wants people to think he's a grumpy old man that hates everybody. But he's not. The skip wagon full of sweeties proves that he's not. Well, maybe I'm just the exception. And I'm guessing Mook as well. See, really, he's a nice person. Tries to make you think otherwise. But we don't believe you. It's all a mask. It's all BS, isn't it? Full of it. That's what the smell is. Got it. Finally twigged. That's why he stinks. It's like an epiphany. I bet he's loving being analysed as well. So you don't know me. I suppose he hasn't very unpolitely told me to go away by now. But, you know. One of them. Bless him. I'd say you are bang on. I'm just nasty to those I care nothing for. See, I don't believe that. Because you're nasty to me, but then you sent me a present. I'm looking at gifts. See, I don't think he's nasty. I think you're nasty to people that you like the most. No, that's not nasty at all. Top Bants. What was this? 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'd want you to actually be nasty to me. I think I'd be quite upset, actually. Like proper nasty, I bet. Yeah. Don't think I'd like it. What number is that? 8. God, there's so many different colours on this bit. It's quite rude. Right, percentage. I don't care about the aftermath, so I can be awful. Yeah, I can imagine. Don't think I'd want to be on the receiving end of it. Oh, couldn't pick one up. But you do know you'll have to come to Berry if Moot comes. You'll have to come as well. You know you want to see us all. Oh, that didn't want to go in there. Not too many left and I can go and have my lunch. I'm absolutely starving now. Look at that, it's 2:30. How long have I been on? Over 3 hours and still haven't even finished. Because I keep talking. You should change it to just chatting, not makers and crafting. I don't normally keep stopping. I think it's talking about hair. It just makes me mad. Not many left. Just 8 and 9 to do. I like the colours on this though. I like that teal colour and the dark blue with it. I think it's going to be quite a pretty one. I think it's going to be a very sparkly one with all these dark colours on it. Oh, yeah, I like it. I think it's going to look... It is going to look nice. It seems bluer than the picture of it. Like, the picture is quite dull compared, I think. But then I suppose it's only to give you an idea of what it is, isn't it? But... Oh, nearly in the wrong hole. Family friendly. Right, it's just that 9 there. Yeah, I think that's the thing. There's 31 colours on this, and I think there's lots of that. Like there's one, and there was one of something else. Lots of different shades. I think there's only one. Can't see it anymore. Yeah, I mean there's only that many of them. There's not many in that bag at all. There we go. Lovely. Alright, just make sure they're straight. Oh, that one ain't. It's not even flat. My fingertips feel weird from holding that pen. Oh, just pulled that one off. Feels flat. It's hard to tell because they're quite bumpy anyway. No, I think that's alright. It's alright. Yeah. Right. There we go. We have a I've got the chat in the way now, so I can't see what you're seeing. There we go. Yeah, that picture looks quite almost grey on the background, doesn't it? But this is going to be much more colourful, isn't it? I think it'll be very pretty. But anyway, I will put this back on. Because I probably won't be on tomorrow because I do need to go to the range, and I probably should do a bit of housework this week at some point because not much has been done. But right, let me put that on. Yeah, I think this is going to be very sparkly and very pretty. But thank you all for watching. And yeah, I might be on tomorrow. I'll let you know anyway. But thank you all for watching. It's been a very nice chill afternoon. Morning, sometime. I don't know. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I will see you. If I don't see you tomorrow, we won't be on over the weekend because we're not going to be here. Or I don't know when we're going to be on again because I'm at my mum's next week as well. I'll let you know on Discord anyway. But thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.